Looking back brings me to tears. Oh, I wanna see this through. All I know is how I feel, and all I want is what is real. Oh, I'm gonna stand by you, even on your darkest days. You know that I will never change. Oh, I will love you the same. Oh, I will keep you safe for all my life. And you will have my heart for all of time. Even on your darkest days, you know that I will never change. Oh, I will love you the same.
Hello, everybody. Let's start off the night. Give it up for the first pair of hosts of the evening, parents of the groom, Veena and Shiva Sisla.
It's working.
మేఘాల్లో సన్నాయి రాగం మోగింది, మేళాలు తాళాలు వినరండి, సిరికి శ్రీహరికి కళ్యాణం కానుంది, శ్రీరస్తు శుభమస్తు అమరండి.
Now for the parents of the bride. Please put your hands together for Hina and Pranay Shah.
सर झुका के कर सलाम है शाम शानदार, आसमां से आ गिरी है शाम शानदार, चक दे अंधेरा चांद जला दे बर्फ बना दे.
Now, please give a warm welcome to the lovely bridesmaids, Sama, Diksha, Ria, and Keena.
तेरा लाल रंगी चोला इन हवाओं पे उड़ाया, तेरा लाल रंगी चोला, तेरा लाल रंगी चोला, तेरा लाल रंगी चोला. Firecracker, the firecracker, she's a firecracker. Firecracker.
Please give a round of applause to the handsome groomsmen, Brian, Kamal, Pramodo, and the groom's brother, Pranav.
कुड़िया के दिल पे रूल करांगे, एही बाजार विच फैली है हवा, तोड़ेंगे रोमियो दे लब दा रिकॉर्ड भी, लिखांगे इश्क.
And now for the reason that we've all come together today. Please rise from your seats, grab your phones, and turn on your flashlights. Let's wave those flashlights up high.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to announce the very first time Akshat and Khyati as husband and wife.
Everybody look here one time. Great job, guys. Everybody, one more time, everybody, come on. And 3, 2, 1, give me a cheer.
Hello, everyone. My name's Abhi.
And I'm Shragvi, and we're here to announce tonight's speeches and dances.
Let's see some energy tonight for all the performances and all the heartfelt speeches everyone's gonna give.
Woo! let's give it up for Akshat and Khyati for their first dance. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna start the cake cutting time.
Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart.
What a great performance by the bride and groom, and congratulations on everything, and that was a great cake cutting.
We're gonna start with speeches now. First up, we're gonna have Khyati's parents come up and say a few words.
What a day for us. Wow. Hi, Khyati. Akshat. Well, I will say this as a father of bride. I'm living my dream. This is something, any girl's father will kind of think about that. The best day not of his whole life. So today is the day for me. I'm so blessed, so emotional. I would just want to thank everyone who just came over here, all the guests from Shiva's side. I kind of know most of them now. Khyati and Akshat have been together for 8 years. 8 years, wow. So I kind of know most of them. And today they're married. So marriage is not, I believe, between the two individuals, is between the families. And so not only was Shiva's and Veena's friend, now we are also their relatives. So there are some relations that we create by God, and there are some we create ourselves. So this is just one of them over there. I also want to thank all the guests and the friends who came from my side, from locally from here, from nations, from internationals, everyone. Thank you so much, all of you. It means a lot to me. Yeah, I can see some of my engineering friends. There you are. And my college friends, my company friends, my friends from Kennesaw, Marietta, all of you, everyone. Thank you so much over there.
Thank you everyone for coming here and give your blessings to Akshat and Khyati. We are really blessed and we are really living our dream through our daughter. Thank you.
And one more thing, I really apologize for the delay that we had. It just so happened that the wedding kind of took more time. And it was just the kind of new airlines launch, and the very first flight, little bit just got delayed. But it was all good for it. Thank you again.
Thank you, Hina, Auntie, and Pranay, Uncle. What a wonderful speech.
Now introducing the groom's parents, Shiva and Veena Sisla.
As you all know, I'm a very shy person. As the joke is out of the way, let me check mark. Let me check mark. Okay, one step down. Okay. As you all know from yesterday too, I never adhere to any scripts or practice dances. I just go there and we live in the moment kind of thing. But that's what at a Gujarati wedding, like a couple of hours back, I was asking kids, should I go with a serious and emotional speech or be silly like myself? And Pramodo has said that, why can't you come in between? I said, okay. And then Kamal said that, Samba uncle, why don't you be yourself? And even Shriya said that. So let me start with where Pramoda, I'll be serious, guys, and then we'll transition to be myself. Okay? Andarki namaskaram. Thanks a lot for being here and blessing the couple. That's all I can be serious. Okay? No more, let me be myself. First of all, thank you. That particular words, or those two words, will not express how I feel about you. Reason being is, all my side, the people who are out here, I sent you guys only a message. I did not call even one person, be it my relatives or friends or colleagues or anyone. Reason being is, that's a test for myself and my son. Reason being is, if you guys are connected to me that much and connected to Akshat, no matter what, you want to be for Akshat's wedding, whether I invited you guys properly or not, you guys showed up. That's what I love about you guys. Seriously. And in the last 2 days, few people are asking, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel proud or these kind of things? Frankly speaking, I'm very proud of the family and friends that are here together. Very proud of that guy and his choices. Okay? Also, very excited and happy, as you all can see. And to be honest, I'm a bit jealous too. You must be wondering why. Reason being is, Akshat found someone who looks at him like the way Veena and I always look at him and think, man, he's the best thing in the world. Maybe our small world. And when he was little, let me go back, when Akshat was younger, out of every incident, I used to make it a life lesson kind of thing. And whenever, like for example, whenever, what do you want to be when you grow up kind of thing for both my kids? The very first answer, I used to give them the question and I used to give them the answer too. Always be a good human being. The common underlying theme is the same thing. Be a good human being, be grateful, and be kind. Now, let me say, what should I say? One second. And also, I told one important thing. Find the person that makes you grow and feel very special and makes you a better version of yourself. Along came Khyati. Akshat used to be very close to me. He used to share everything with me, be it anything. At that those days, though, not anymore, but that's a different thing. And then he was telling about Khyati. I'm like, okay, maybe teenager, he liked somebody and all that stuff. And then I think so in the 11th grade for Super Bowl party, all my Louisville gang was there, and your friends and Khyati came. Then we saw at her and we thought, both of us, we are not judgmental though. Okay? We thought, oh, she's very pretty, as you all can see. And then he was saying that, oh, she takes so many AP courses, she's the leader of the robotics team, and she's very organized and everything. I thought, oh, she's smart, and the check mark done. And then main thing was, you know what happened? Until then, we are not judgmental, but we are checking marks. And then she said that, I think so she gave a compliment to her, saying that when I grow up in career, I want to be like your mom or something. Then she suddenly parted ways. She said, I like Khyati, along with Akshat. See, I still have my checkbook, and I'm still, because I'm thorough in whatever I wanted for my son. And then what happened? Then Fast forward 2 years. He was applying for all colleges and everything. He got MIT deferred, we were waiting, and he got into Carnegie Mellon and everything. Then he came to me and said that, I asked him, where do you want to go if you get all of them, kind of thing. He said, I'll go to Tech, Dad. I'm like, why? You got into Carnegie Mellon and we are hoping for MIT, why wouldn't you go there? He's like, Dad, I'm in love. I love you, I want to be close to you guys. That's what I assumed. And I told her. But you know what happened, okay? Then by that time, I think so, everything bulbs were lighting on my side, not on Pranay's side. Pranay used to still call him as a friend to Khyati, but by that time, I've already accepted. Not accepted completely. Then let's go to college days. Then later, what happened is, the main thing that I was very impressed is, the way she was complimenting her and the way she respects elders. Main thing was whenever we used to go out and she used to get calls and she used to talk, the way she used to talk to elders. And I cannot even express, guys. Reason being is she used to talk to them in Gujarati and I don't know Gujarati. So I cannot explain you what she talked. But I said, okay, maybe another check mark done. I told, okay. After that, so having said that, of all the things, the way she makes him smile all the time and the way he shines along with her, then we decided she's the right one. Last year, my niece's wedding in December, we went to India and Khyati and family happened to be there. I took Khyati and I introduced to all my family as going to be my daughter-in-law and everything. That's when it clicked to him that he has to propose to her. So fast forward 5 months, then he took her and that's where he proposed to her. I know her before he even realized that she is the one for him. Having said that, for the happiness and laughter, do a lot of travel and have plenty of patience towards each other. And may your rest of life will be as happy as the day today it's for me. Okay, do you want to talk anything? Say thank you. By the way, we are not judgmental, nor... Okay, I don't have to say anything.
I just want to say thank you. I lost my voice. I've been screaming so much in the last 3 days. I think Bharat was the done. Bharat was the last straw on this. But like Shiva said a lot of things, but then the main thing is we found a great family, great daughter-in-law, person who really values family as much as we do. So we couldn't be happier for this. Congratulations. And thank you, everyone.
Mr. and Mrs. Akshat Sistla. Thank you, guys.
Hi, everybody. My name's Komal.
And my name is Kamal.
I just wanted to say that was one of the best speeches we've ever heard. Thank you, Sam Uncle and Veena and team.
So now we're going to introduce two very special guests, one of which is the person who actually introduced Khyati and Akshat together, and the other is what Akshat calls his hubby. So Khyati, you got to watch out for that. Please welcome Sama and Pramoto.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sama. I'm Khyati's maid of honor. And this is Pramoto. He's also one of Akshat's groomsmen. But I've known Khyati since like August of 2016, and I met Akshat maybe a few months after that. So technically, she's been my best friend a little longer than she's been with you. So I'll always have that. But, I've known them a long time. I've known them separate, and I've known them together, although the separate was for a little tiny bit. But, I've always known that they were so perfect for each other because I've seen the love between them grow from when we were just kids to now. And it's always been so impressive and admirable. And I just want to share a short, little moment that stuck with me so long ago. This would be about freshman year of college, so about 2018. This was the time that Khyati was at UGA, and Akshat and I were at Georgia Tech, all by ourselves. And we used to miss our girl all the time. And there was one weekend that we decided that we were gonna drive up to Athens, and we were gonna go have lunch with her and bring her home. And so we get in the car and we're driving, and sometimes the road to Athens can be a bit interesting. And eventually, somehow, we lost a GPS signal. We weren't really used to the campus. We got lost. And, well, we had to call the only person that we know and trust, our girl. And we call her and we get her on the phone. We're like, we need directions to your dorm. We are so lost. We have no idea where we're going. Please help us. And she so calmly and she was so collected at the young age of 18. She somehow gave Akshat live directions with zero help. Like, she was on the dot. She knew exactly where that turn was. And mind you, this is before, Life 360 was as huge as it is now, okay? That was some sort of telepathy, I swear. And I remember sitting in the car, I'm sitting next to Akshat, and I'm watching him live take these directions to get to her dorm, and I'm thinking, wow, what a couple that is so connected. Not only do they love each other so much, but they think on the same brain wave. And I just thought, wow, I love that so much. And that's just one of those examples that I continue to see over the years of how much Khyati and Akshat are so perfect for each other and how they complement each other so beautifully. And I'll let my husband say a few things.
Hi everyone, I'm Pramodo. I'm one of Akshat's groomsmen, but also as my wife is one of Khyati's bridesmaids, that also makes me an unofficial man? Something like that, essentially. But yeah, so I was tasked with trying to, tell a kind of a more recent story of, how I've gotten to know Akshat and Khyati together. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I was even telling some of my ideas of stories I could possibly tell. And a lot of our stories are honestly, they're very childish in nature because that's kind of what we are. Our time that we spend together, it's a lot. We act as if we are grown up in age, but we don't really act like that as through our different things that we do, whether that be, in the middle of a summer day, getting 2,000 water balloons and having water balloon fights in our backyard, or, waking up to watch an F1 race early in the morning, come downstairs, and look who's downstairs in my own house. It's Khyati and Akshat with breakfast ready for us to all watch the race together. And so, everything that my wife has said, I can echo, and even so much more. Khyati and Akshat, they're so perfect for each other, and watching them, kind of grow together to where they are now, it makes me so happy seeing that these two have finally come together, as a married couple, and I'm just so happy for them. And, I wish them all. And everything else.
I'd like to say one more thing. I have a few words directly for Akshat. He already knows what this is. Just for some context, obviously I was always, super close with Khyati, and over the years I had to kind of find my footing with Akshat, because we had to have a little more than common than Khyati. And, as we got to know each other, we realized that we had one thing in common that everybody else hated, and that was cream soda. And so we became the only two people who would drink cream soda, and it became a habit of ours in college that if either of us had, some sort of achievement, or even a mildly bad day, we would bring the other person a cream soda to cheer them up. And this continued. And it continued even the day that Akshat got his first job offer at Amazon, the night before my wedding even, to tonight. So, and I'm sure this won't be the last cream soda that we share, but I just want to congratulate you on your ultimate achievement, marrying your best friend. So. Take care of her.
Wow, what an amazing, heartfelt speech. I'm Siobhan.
I'm Sasha. And I'm Komal. And we actually need a 5-minute break just to fix some of the decorations. So in the meantime, we're going to tell a couple of marriage jokes.
They say marriage is all about teamwork. The husband brings the jokes, the wife brings the laughs, or gives him the looks. Either way, they're in it together.
Okay, next joke. Have you noticed how marriage adds so much? You start with 2 people, and suddenly you're adding in-laws, multiplying opinions, and dividing closet space. Guys, you have to laugh.
The key to a happy marriage. They say the secret to a happy marriage is compromise. For example, Khyati wanted a big, beautiful wedding, and Akshat just wanted to show up on time. See, compromise.
Wait, I think we're done. Okay, next up we're gonna... Okay, sorry. That was a lot of good jokes. Thank you, guys. Next up, we're gonna introduce Saman Pramoda for their big dance. Thank you.
I don't think we got enough dancing last night, so that was really beautiful. My name is Shreya.
And I'm Vachin.
And next we're gonna introduce one of Khyati's best friends, who's also part of her bridal party.
So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Diksha.
Hi everyone, I'm Diksha. So unlike Sama, I actually have not known Khyati before she started dating Akshat. So I've only ever known them as Khyati and Akshat. So we got close about 3 years ago, I guess. And I guess one thing that comes with knowing a couple as they have already been dating for like 5 years at this point is that you become a third wheel. It's kind of unavoidable. But Akshat and Khyati are really good at never making you feel like a third wheel. So one of my favorite memories is when we went to New York, and Khyati and I had been being menaces all day long, walking super exhausted, our feet were killing us, no game plan in sight, and we were starving. So Akshat finally found a place for us to eat. And as soon as we hit the streets, Khyati and I have this phenomenon, I guess, where we share one brain cell, and it just keeps hopping between us. And we were just blindly following Akshat, overusing catchphrases the entire time. No idea where we were. At one point, Akshat stops at the restaurant, and we kept going as if we have any idea where we are in this place. But that was one of the best memories I've ever had. We had some of the best Thai food, which I don't know if I'll ever have again because we don't even know the name of the place. But it just like shows like how great they are at like not making me feel like a third wheel and having such great memories. And over time, I've obviously become good friends with Akshat as well. I've been third wheeling them for so long that I actually spent a whole month living with them for the past 2 years actually over the summer. So I've had a lot of experience being a third wheel, and I can't wait to keep being your third wheel for forever, for life. You can't get divorced.
Thank you, Diksha. What an amazing speech.
Now let's give it up for Pranav.
So, you all know me. I'm Akshat's brother. I'm Shiva and Veena's son. Hey, stop. No. Wait to the jokes. Okay. You know, I'm very different from my dad. I am shy, and this also will not take long. So, I want to say first that I think all of us here who spend time with Akshat and Khyati together or individually know that they're very different. but there's a certain connection we both feel with them and how they view each other that makes us feel that this is a marriage that's destined. When you're talking with Akshat, your conversation sort of flows. He knows the right things to get you to keep talking. He can pull you to just like draw out how you feel, like make you draw on a conversation for longer than you expected. Even when he doesn't say anything, it feels like he listens to everything you can say and can repeat it back to you, can delve deeper into it. With Khyati, when she talks about a conversation, she's very direct about how she feels. Some would call it blunt. If she feels you're doing something wrong, she'll tell you, strongly, multiple times. If you're doing something right, she'll praise you. A couple times, maybe. When you talk to her, you feel like you just got a dose of hard reality. That you feel emotionally stronger, you feel better about yourself, or worse, but still feel like things are gonna get better. There's a hopefulness in both of them that whenever you talk to them, you just want to keep talking again. They're very different, but you come out of the conversation with each of them having the same feelings. And it makes you just feel like you could have these conversations for the rest of your life. You don't need to have a specific topic. You could delve as deep or as shallowly as you want. When you talk to them, you're gonna have a great time. When you hang out with them, you're gonna have a blast. Even just sitting on the couch watching Hell's Kitchen is something that can be so memorable and impactful to you. A couple of years ago, while studying for my midterms, my cat ran away. I was at the university. I was half an hour away. I couldn't come in. I had to study. It was a truly stressful period. And by period, I mean one day, because he came the next day for breakfast. While I was studying, struggling, a mess, Akshat and Khyati call me saying, hey, in 5 minutes, we're gonna be at your door. Just come in. I leave, I go, they pick me up in a car, and we just drive for a couple blocks. They don't say much, they just sit with me. Akshat drives, Khyati hands me ramen with eggs, which was very nice. I ate a little bit of it, then put it away. Sorry. But we didn't speak much, but what they did, not just what they said, had so much impact to me. And I think the more times you hang out with them, the more you realize this isn't a special occurrence. You will sit with them for what should be 10 minutes and leave after an hour. And you'll think you know them and yourself far better than you thought before. That's why I'm very happy for this marriage. I'm very happy for all of you and the bonds we share, how connected we are, how connected they make us feel. They make us feel stronger together, and as you can see, clearly we all are now. I'm proud of all the people we've become. I'm proud of the lives that we have that were touched by Akshat and Khyati. Wait. Give me a sec. Yeah. I think they both came into my lives like a blur. It feels like they've been there the whole time. Akshat it has, but you know. They're some of the most important people in my lives, and the more time you spend with them, they'll soon become a very important part of yours. And I hope you give them the time that they deserve. And I'm glad you have today and the last few days. And I'm so thankful for all of you. I love all of you so much. I'm glad we're here.
Wow, what a beautiful speech. Okay.
That was a very, very good one. Up next, we have Kamal's speech, actually.
So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kamal, and although I'm not related to Akshat in any way, Akshat and Pranav are my brothers. You know, my dad is what some uncle referred to as part of the Louisville group, and through that I've known Akshat and Pranav forever. Now, I'm not going to take a long time. I wasn't originally planning to make a speech, but you know, seeing the wedding, seeing Akshat and Khyati, it compelled me to want to make some words, talk about how I feel and my experience with them. So I know this is one of the worst things you can say, but when I first met Akshat and Khyati, I didn't like Khyati. You know, prior to me officially meeting Khyati, I would go on trips with Akshat. We would go to Smoky Mountains, we would go for Thanksgivings, and I started to notice, you know, Akshat would disappear for longer and longer periods. Where is he going? We used to all think. You know, someone was taking my Akshat, my time with my Akshat, away from me. And then I met Khyati, and I knew where the time was going. You know, I met Khyati on a cruise ship, so we were stuck on a ship together for a week. And although I didn't like her to begin with, it all changed. You know, because Khyati is kind, caring, funny, very funny, and you know, when Akshat looks at her and interacts with her, you can see something in his eyes, in her eyes, that is just beautiful. You know, it's something I hope to find within my life in the future. And I just want to say, Khyati and Akshat, I'm so happy you guys are together, and your love is an inspiration to us all. Thank you.
Honestly, I did not expect that from Kamu, but that was a good speech.
Next up, we have another groomsman, Brian.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian. Thank you. One thing you may have noticed that I'm the odd groomsman out of all of them. I'll elaborate further on that. But I just want to talk about my experience with these two couples here. Let me just preface and say, I really wasn't planning to give a speech, but I love these two so much, I feel like I had to say something. But initially, the first of these two couple I met was Akshat. He's a funny guy, very supportive, and we were struggling through physics together. It was really bad. But yeah, funny guy, lots of help, and I met Khyati much later when we were going to a party, I believe. And I thought she was, like Pranav mentioned, a little bit harsh. An odd sense of humor, but I eventually figured what she likes, what she didn't like, and yeah, I think our humor kind of clicks now. Even though she is exasperated at me, I believe I am still within boundaries. Please don't answer that. But yeah, I love these two. They helped me through quite a lot of tough times. I don't think they even realized how much they helped me, especially during COVID, lockdown. I've been losing my mind being locked inside for so long, and it was great being able to speak with Akshat, being able to speak with Khyati through Akshat, because I didn't have her number at the time. No way to contact her, but these two were great. They helped me through a lot of mental blocks, helped resolve a lot of social isolation during that time, and I just want to say I love you both. Thank you.
Hi, Brian. That was a good speech. Very personal.
Now we get to hear from the people we are celebrating tonight. Give it up for the bride and groom.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming tonight and celebrating us. It's so lovely to see all these faces. And I'm not a big public speaker, I'll say, but honestly, I'm not even nervous because I know pretty much all of you. And I feel like you don't get that a lot at Desi weddings. A lot of times, people come up to you and they're like, hey, nice to meet you. Congrats on getting married. But I'm so happy to say that that wasn't really my reality because I've known so many people, who are sitting on this side for so many years. And that's such a blessing because I was really able to celebrate my big day with those who I truly love. So thank you so much for welcoming me with open arms and an open heart all these years ago. Really, thank you so much. And also thank you, sorry, I know that sounded like applause, but just got a little bit more. Also, I just wanted to say, I don't think I've ever really maybe formally said it, but I feel like so many people that I've met through Akshat, and of course, my family and my friends and relatives, you guys have all shaped me in many different ways. You've created bonds with me, experiences, memories, taught me things. Not just those who are older than me, but even people who are younger than me, like my two cousins. Believe it or not, I actually learn a lot from my 16-year-old and 22-year-old cousin every single day. Oh, sorry, 18. In my head, you're still a baby. I love you. But yeah, I just included that to say, there's a lot to learn from everyone. And when I look around this room, I feel like this is the right group of people I have to learn from. So I can't highlight this enough. Thank you so much for being here, and just thank you for being a part of my life. And this event just indicates that you'll be a part of my life for forever. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Well, I will now go ahead and pass it off to my husband.
I'm still not used to hearing that, but I know that when I come onto a dance floor, usually I'm filled with confidence and it's feeling good, but I'll tell you, when it comes to speeches, there's still a jitteriness, so I'm gonna probably keep this short and sweet and actually keep it a little interactive. I kind of wanna know everyone in the crowd. I'm gonna ask a question. If it's related to you, so I'll say something like, how long have you known me, or something like that. I want you guys to cheer if it relates to you. So I'll start off easy. Who here has known me since I was born? All right. Now, who here have I known since you were born? There we go. All right. Now, let's see. Who here has known me since middle school? Okay, all right. Who here has known me since college? Okay, all right. Now we'll go to Khyati for a little bit. Who here has known Khyati since she was born? Good. All right, now who here has known Khyati since, let's say, anywhere between elementary and high school? There we go. Awesome. Then, all right, that one. You got any other categories you want to say? All right. Who here is related to Khyati's side of the family? Let me hear that. Okay, I said that one first so you guys could gauge the volume. All right, now, who is related to my side of the family? Okay, now I'll do one that I hope not to hear any cheers for, and this will be the last one. Who here came for the groom's side, but will definitely be cheering for the bride's side on the dance floor tonight? I even saw my college friends clapping for that one, so. All right. I wanted to say thank you all for coming. It means a lot. You've been with us through every step, and we're happy that you're here at the next step of the rest of our lives. So thank you all so much, and we hope you have an awesome night.
Yeah. తెలుసా మనసా ఇది నాటి బంధమా తెలుసా మనసా ఇది జన్మ సంబంధం
They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. They say what you do and try to do, sometimes you go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. I'll show you కుషిరగట్టు కోని చెడు వేరు మెరిసినట్టు బొట్టంగట్టిన బిర్యానీకి బొట్టు పిల్ల పెట్టినట్టు బంగ్లా మీద నిలుసోనుందిరో ఓ సంద మామ సుఖదాగక చక్కరొచ్చెరో శ్రీమంతం మావ లెక్క తుంకుతుంటెరో ఆ సంద మావ చుకి జాలి చిక్కుకుందిరో రాములో రాములా నా పానం తీసిందిరో రాములో రాములా నాలో తీసిందిరో రాములో రాములా నా పానం తీసిందిరో తమ్ముడు